Back to Matt Patrick.
KTRH News Time is 6:17. And joining me right now, Toby Marie Walker. She's the president of the Waco Tea Party. Toby, let me ask you this. Is it because of your tax status as a 501c4, which you pay taxes? Do you feel this is the reason why the IRS has begun asking you so many questions?
I don't know why they've asked me so many questions. Who knows what they do? I think it's because that of the Citizen United case, where we're now, C4s are allowed to be involved in elections. But the funny thing is, we don't endorse or support, and told them we don't do that. So I'm not quite sure what their rationale is. Because
a 501c3 is tax exempt, correct? I mean, you can write off contributions on your taxes. A 501c4
right.
You cannot. So
right.
So they don't usually ask you as many questions. They don't really get in your face too much when you're a 501c4 because they know you're going to be paying taxes. So when you get all these questions, I would assume that raises a red flag.
Well, no, a C3, the donors get to deduct it, and the organization doesn't pay taxes. A C4, the donors cannot deduct it, and we don't have to pay taxes.
I got you. All right. So what? I'm going to bring Tom Zawistowski in here. He's the president of the Ohio Liberty Council. Hey, Tom, it's Matt Patrick. Did you know you were talking to me this morning?
I kind of figured it out. I put Houston together, and I said, I wonder if that's Matt. Glad to be with you. And is that Toby on the line with us, too?
That is Toby from Waco.
Hey, Toby.
Hey, how are you, Tom?
Good morning, dear.
See, all the Tea Party people, they all know each other. Tom and I go way back. All right, Tom, why all the questions by the IRS? You think that Obama is trying to find out who you're bringing in to speak?
Well, Matt, why else would you do this? To me, someone asked me the other day, what part of this do you think is political and what part do you think is just IRS policy? And I said it's 80-90% political. If you're running for election and you want to know what the other side's doing, this is how I would do it. How many people show up at your meetings? Who's talking to you? Who are your allies in Congress? Who are your allies outside, outside groups? They're on a fishing expedition.
So just the fact that you're on my show here in Houston, I suppose I'm on the list now. I've been red flagged because of you, Zawistowski.
I think you better be careful who you associate with.
Yeah, there's no question. And Toby, have they ever asked you these questions before, or is this all new?
New to me.
New to a bunch of other people over the nation, Matt. I mean, it's hundreds of us.
All right, it's a very interesting. It's very interesting that they would be doing this. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, guys, I want to ask you if you've heard them asking these kinds of questions of groups like, say, Acorn or other groups that are helping the Democratic Party. Joining me, Toby Marie Walker. She's the president of the Waco Tea Party, and my good friend Tom Zawistowski. He's the president of the Ohio Liberty Council. They represent many tea parties throughout the state of Ohio, where, of course, it is ground. We have come to a point in Ohio where everybody is focusing on what is happening there. So, Tom, do you think that that's one of the reasons why they're asking so many questions? And do you think that other organizations in Ohio, like Acorn and others, are being asked the same kinds of questions by the IRS?
Well, I certainly think that that we're under the microscope because of some of the activities of the Ohio Liberty Council. As you know, we passed Issue 3, the Ohio Health Care Amendment, in November, which was the only public vote on Obamacare, and overwhelmingly voted for to exempt ourselves from the individual mandate. So they're not too happy with that. But I really wonder if they were asking any of the groups. A lot of unions, Matt, are 501c4s, and we'd like to see their documents. What questions have they been asked? It's really interesting to see, we haven't gotten anybody else to show us that they're being asked the same type of questions. And that's what we want the media and we want Congress to find out from the IRS. Where'd this come from? Why us?
Toby, let me ask you this. If they changed your tax-exempt status, would it make a difference for the Waco Tea Party? And have you responded to the IRS?
We've only asked for an extension, and actually it would probably remove a lot of muzzles for us. And so one has to wonder what the heck they are thinking, because you are limited in what you can say as a C4.
All right. I want to thank you both for taking the time. Toby Marie Walker from the Waco Tea Party, Tom Zawistowski, both of them tireless in their support of conservative issues. I want to thank you both. Please keep in touch and let me know how this transpires moving forward, okay?
Hey, Matt,
All right, thank you.
If we can, we'd like to give you some copies of the questions that you can put on your website, because we'd like people to download these and read them themselves. Don't believe me. Read these questions yourself and ask yourself if this is the kind of America you want to live in.
MattPatrickShow.com, Tom. Send them to me. I'd love to see it.